Because as what I said, you would be agreeing with me that there is a huge gap between industry and academia. The industry is going far away, far ahead of us in most of the cases. So we should have a research problem which can make some difference in the industry as well. Because you need, whenever you think of any problem definition, or whenever you think of any domain on which you would like to work, then you should definitely look at what is the industry doing on that particular problem. It may happen that the problem has already been resolved by the industry, and PhD is something which you are doing new, fresh. So you cannot do a problem which has already been solved. Correct. Okay, so there are two types of problems that you can tackle. One is a set of problems which nobody has tackled before, and it is an absolutely new problem that you are going for. And the second set of problems are those in which anybody has already tried that problem, but the accuracy that the other person got was very less. Okay, so you are trying to improve the process, trying to improve the accuracy, or trying to improve the ways by which it was already solved. Correct. So there are two sets of problems. One is it has not been tackled before, and the second is it was tackled, but it was not tackled in a way as it is more efficient. It's not tough to get a problem which was not tackled earlier, for sure. And it is not tough to have any problem which was tackled earlier and you want to increase the accuracy or the efficiency. Nowadays, the research has gone to a very different high level in academics, because after the COVID, you must have seen that there are few people who are getting 25, 30 papers every year, which is absolutely not possible. Absolutely not possible. So we can say that the research is going in a different direction altogether, and I urge you people to not use any of such methods to get your research profile done. So it's always better that you go for a genuine research, which may lead to a commercial. It is always better that you choose a topic which may lead to commerce as well. That is, it is commercially viable product. In computer science and engineering, you can do that. You can have a commercially viable product, you can file a patent for it, and then you can actually put it into the market, and you and your institute both can gain advantage out of it. It's always a better idea to go for a commercially viable product, so that both of you as well as your university, gets an advantage of it. So let's first come to how to choose a topic. Mm, okay, just let me know if you are able to see my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
thank you. So to get a problem, a new problem, in fact, a very good way is to read the latest news, the latest tech news. Take it up. So you can simply go to Google and find out the latest tech news. So in this way, you would get to know that what exactly is happening in the current world. Technology news. So returns as OpenSea, I know, related to technology from Snooping Eyes. So this is one, that is, it has already, if you are trying to go for the iPhone screen, so you get to know that it has already been done. Taken. Then like this, so you get to the current news that is there. And if suppose you have decided your domain, now there can be a broad domain. The major ones which are generally being used nowadays are, of course, machine learning, IoT, machine learning, IoT, and you can have a combination of this machine learning and IoT applications also. So if I go for machine learning and IoT projects, so you have such types of projects. But mind you, these are not research. If I'm trying to make a home automation system, then that is not a research because that has already been done. Correct. Street light monitoring system, this has already been done. So if you see, this is a grad course which is teaching you to do all these 24. So of course you cannot do a research on these topics. But using this, you may think of something else which may have not have been done earlier. Like for example, I give you most of you have been to an airport, and there is a scanner which is used to scan the uh, the luggage, the items that you put it onto the belt. But still we don't have an automatic system to do that. There is always a person who sits there and who keeps on checking that what all things are contained inside the bag. And especially in Delhi and Bombay, it takes a huge lot of time for that person to check that out. And if by chance he finds something in any of the passenger's bag, then what he does is he stops the belt there and then, and all the people who are there in the queue are forced to wait until and unless that person's bag is taken out and all the items which are present in the bag are taken out. Last time only, when I was traveling in Delhi, there was a person who was carrying a lot of uh, achar, you can say pickles, a lot of pickles in his bag. So, and there were some 3 to 4 boxes of huge boxes of pickles. So he was supposed to open each one of them, taste it in front of him, and then only he was allowed to go. So why not have an automatic system who may reduce the time for us, and we don't have to spend so much of time on such things. So can we have an automated system? So why I give you an example of this? Ki many a times you get these problems while you are doing your day-to-day work, and then you realize that okay, we need to have something which can automate these things. Correct. So there is one way that you can find out those research topics, some product that you would like to make, and that would be a commercially viable product. Or if I have decided that I want to move into machine learning, so the next step that I would do is current trends in machine learning. So it will tell me that okay, these are the some of the things that people are working on. One is no code machine learning, tiny ML. So again, if you say I want to work on tiny ML, suppose. So what is tiny ML? You can get a gist of what is tiny ML, which is related to ML ops and so on. And then what else you can do is you can go to IEEE Explore, IEEE Explore, and then search for tiny ML. So you would find, yes, not a lot of work has been done on this topic of tiny ML. Maybe the tiny ML has been done, but with a different name. But there is a tiny ML based portable low cost microwave head imaging system for brain stroke detection, a systematic review and synthesis of existing research. So this is a research, this is a review paper. So if I really want to work on tiny ML, the first and the foremost that I have to do is to study a review paper, because a review paper will actually tell you the state of the art in this particular field, that what all has been done and what can be the possible future research works. So this is a review paper. If I don't have IEEE membership, what I can do is I can just copy paste this and go to Sci-Hub. Put it there. 90% of the times you will get the paper. So igloo the article yet registered into. Okay, so this paper is not there. Generally, we do get the papers, but maybe it is a very recent paper. Let me check when the paper was done. So it was in Feb 2022, not a very recent paper, but still we don't have this on SciHub. Maybe we can search for something else. I have to test it. Let me check it over here. No, it's not available. If you have an up subscription of IEEE in your organizations, then it's well and good. You will be able to see that paper. Oh, it's already there. Yelchuri. This was by H. Han and this is by H. Yelchuri. So this is also a review of TinyML. So this also will give you the review that what, yeah, state of the art prospect. So you will definitely get some of the other paper. So this also which will give you review the current that what, state of the art particular topic. So you will definitely get some of the other paper. So this is a which will give you review the current that what, yeah, state of the art particular topic. So you will definitely get some of the other paper. This is a which will give you the current that what, yeah, state of the art particular topic. So you will definitely get some of the other paper. This is a which will give you the current that what, yeah, state of the background of TinyML. You will definitely get some of the other paper. This is a which will give you the current that what, yeah, state of the background of TinyML edge computing and the background of TinyML. So this gives you the basics of TinyML. This is how TinyML works, constraints of TinyML, and so on. The next thing that you are supposed to do is check for the references. All the references in this particular review paper are useful for you. So what you do next is go to your drive, and create a folder as research. And in that folder, you just create a new folder as TinyML. So all those papers that you are seeing or downloading with respect to TinyML, you put all there. So this also has a lot of information regarding TinyML. What is it all about? I request all of you to don't go to ChatGPT for this because it is definitely not going to help you out. ChatGPT always has the problem of hallucinations. Hallucinations means it will form the data. If it doesn't have that data, then it will form the data for you. And it may happen that the data which it has formed is not relevant. So don't take the data from ChatGPT, and definitely don't copy paste from ChatGPT, because nowadays whenever you are submitting a paper, it is checked with the AI content also. And if it does contain AI content, then the paper is rejected. So never ever copy it from the ChatGPT. You can take a hint from ChatGPT, otherwise not. But it is always better that you don't use it for your research work. If you are stuck in any coding or in any application, then you can take the help. But definitely you should not use it for writing the research papers. So you have got all the details about the TinyML. Now inside that TinyML, suppose if I want to go for a particular topic, like I want to now find out what kind of research is being done on TinyML, and I want to find out the exact problem definition. So either I can go for emotion recognition system using TinyML into a design for resource. See, from where did I go? I first search for the topics, the current trends. I searched for the current trends, the emerging trends in machine learning, and from that I got TinyML, and then I have started searching for TinyML. There is something which is known as AutoML. Then I can also search for AutoML similarly. So if again I go to IEEE Explore, because when you are starting your research work, it may happen that you have spent some 10 to 15 days on one topic, and then you realize that no, it's not a very good topic, and then you move on to another topic. So that is where you are given 6 months to decide your problem, your domain. Taken, you are given your first presentation is always the research topic confirmation. That is on literature review. The first 6 months is given for the literature review. So you have a good amount of time of 6 months to review what all has been done. I'm so sorry. I'm having cough and cold. So you may experience some problems because of that. I'm sorry about that. So I was saying that in the first 6 months, you are supposed to explore the different topics and choose a topic which has not been talked about much, or what has not been researched much. Because if you choose a topic which has already been researched, or it has already been well rehearsed, then there are very few chances of your paper getting selected in the different journals and conferences. So it's always a good idea that you choose a topic which is not much researched. Because as I chose TinyML, there were only 250 publications for it, only 260 publications, and only 38 journals. So it seems as if it is a new topic. Now let's go for AutoML. So again, AutoML is a new topic. Only 401 papers in IEEE. So if you go for ACM, you will find a similar type of a number. And then I can search for a particular topic. Like suppose if I go for comparison of diabetic prediction, AutoML model with customized model. So I can search for diabetic prediction using AutoML model. That would be my next research. Using AutoML model. See, this is the one. And MDPI is an open access journal. So you will definitely be able to read the complete paper. MDPI and IEEE Access. These are the two journals. MDPI is a complete organization which has lots of journals, and all the journals are free of cost. Sorry, are paid. So it is free to be read. So you can go through the entire paper and find out what is. No, this is a very old diagram. AutoML. So data preparation, model engineering, model generation, model evaluation. This is nothing new about this. So it seems as if the paper is not up to the mark. Data dictionary, static summary, model generation. So it seems as if the paper is not up to the mark, because this all has already, it's a long thing. It's a very, very old thing. And it was published in 2023 itself, but it is not a very good paper if you see. Maybe I'll go for a different paper then. And then I was about to come to Kaggle as well. I'll come to that. Using machine learning to identify organ system specifications. Now, this is different. Comparison of diabetic prediction AutoML model. Or maybe let's first for simple AutoML model. So Google Cloud AutoML, like this. So then you will come to know that, okay, AutoML is only a tool. It's only a tool for the application of machine learning models. So if you say that I'm researching on AutoML, it's not a research field. It's not a research field. Correct. Many a times, if you find that, okay, machine learning application on diabetes prediction is one topic, and if you say no, I have done machine learning on diabetes prediction in an effective way. Now, this is not research. Okay, so you need to come up with something that, okay, machine learning application for kidney stone detection. This is something new that not has been done earlier. Although it has been done earlier, I'm just giving you a hint, an idea. Like like you said that detection of diabetes using machine learning models, and you said that you did it with the help of decision trees, and now you are doing it with SVM. This is not research. Just give me a sec. So just changing the model and then getting a different accuracy is not research. Especially in the machine learning domain, you are not expected to just change the model and then come up with a new, and you say that it is a new research. You have to actually get into the, and if you see that the industry is has gone heaps and bounds in machine learning. If you speak to any of your friends who are in the industry and try to figure out that what is actually they are working on, so then you will get to know that, okay, they have gone beyond SVM and decision trees or something. They are actually getting the SVM improved, not by just changing the parameters, by changing another things also. Yeah, creating a new algorithm as SVM. So creating a new algorithm is completely a new research that you are supposed to do. But if you say that I am doing automatic speech recognition using using LSTM, has already been done, and you are doing automatic speech recognition using GRU, this is not research. Just changing the machine learning algorithm on which you are working does not make sense, or does not give you the license of doing a new research. Okay. So I hope now you have got to know that how to narrow down your research problem. So I first went into, first you decided the domain, and then I searched for the different trending emerging trends or current trends, and accordingly I have decided, I have gone to one of those topics. It may happen that these topics are also not of any concern to me, so I'll have to move to some other. See, search always depends upon the keywords that you are using. Maybe these keywords is not giving me the correct thing. I may change the keyword and I may get a different answer altogether. So any doubts till here, that is deciding your topic? Then I'll proceed further, assuming that the topic has been decided, and now what needs to be done next. Anything that you need to ask? Yeah, you want to ask? No? Okay. Okay. So now, when you have chosen the topic, of course, you will not get the complete code anywhere, because that is a new topic that you have searched for, but you can get something related to it. So there is a website which is known as Kaggle.com, and those who are working on machine learning would be definitely aware of this Kaggle.com. And if suppose I'm looking for, I give you a problem of detection of scanning machine on the airports. So for that, I need the images of different articles. ठीक है ना? So can I have a scanning machine? Okay, suppose I go for AutoML, simple. So you would find a lot of things here, and you would find the complete code also. In fact, whenever your students are submitting any of the projects, just check for that project on Kaggle. 99% of the times it is copy pasted from there. 99% of the times. So you can very well figure it out that whether the students have copy pasted it, or they have done it on their own. 90% of the times you would find that it is copy pasted. So this gives you the complete code. If you sign it, then I can simply use copy and edit. I have the complete code with me, the complete code for AutoML. Correct? Either I can run it here itself by using this play button, or I can download it and open it on my Jupyter. Those who are aware of machine learning would be aware of this as well. Jupyter or Colab. If you don't have Jupyter installed onto your systems, you can definitely go to Colab. I'll just try to upload that program. Downloads, AutoML. Once I have copy pasted it from Kaggle, again 99% of the times if you try to execute it, it will not execute. It will definitely give you a lot of errors. And then your next thing appears, that what exactly do you need to see? No module named google.cloud. And now you will have to actually search for all these errors and try to rectify those errors by including some of the libraries. And like suppose you don't have these things, so you will have to include similarly. The train and the test can be taken from here. You have the data set. This is the train and the test files. I can download the train data and the test data. Is there any doubt?
என்னம்மா? ஆஹா. ஆஹா. புரியல எனக்கு.
Can you please mute your mics?
அப்படியா?
Can you please mute your
சரி.
mic?
ஓகே. இல்லடா, நீங்க குடிச்சிட்டு வாங்க போய்ங்க.
This way I have the test data with me. Please mute your mics. So like this, I was able to read the data. This is my tail. I was able to read the data well. But this didn't work, so I won't be able to use the let me check if I can install. So what I wanted to show you is you may get the data. So just giving the accuracy or giving the that is running the code and then saying that okay, your work is done as a researcher doesn't solve the things. So my pip has been needs to be upgraded. Anyways, I'll do that later. So I wanted to just show you that majorly most of the cases, whatever research you are looking for, you may get the related code. What you are supposed to do is modify the code for your own purposes, modify the code for exactly what you need, and then use it for your work. You cannot, of course, use the same code for your research. Otherwise, you'll have to give an acknowledgement to the person. And also, you may, and if the person does not agree, then you may have to include his name also in the co author. Otherwise, just use the code for your help, update the code for your purposes, and then proceed further. Okay. So I showed you everything about machine learning. What if I don't want to go for machine learning and I want to go for distributed systems? So current trends in distributed systems. So how can I increasing demand of multimedia services? Now distributed systems is not my field, so I may not be able to give you a better idea about it. But still, if you want to look for a particular topic, yeah, edge for cloud, a distributed cloud for the Internet of Things computations. So can I go for something as edge for cloud for Internet of Things computations? This looks a very good topic. Edge fog cloud, edge fog cloud. This looks also, this is about distributed systems. So what all can I research on edge fog cloud? I may go on to IEEE and find out that what all work has been done in this particular field. So in this also there is not much work has been done. There are only 334 publications. So you still have a lot of room to do research on this topic, edge fog cloud. So from this you will get to know that what is the current area of research on which you can work on, and how you can find out the latest state of art. To find out the latest state of art, just do it like this. And you would get the recent papers. So these are the papers of 2022, the latest ones. So this is giving you the current research work. The current work. And from that you can, and okay, let me also show you. Suppose this is my paper. So you can very well go with the abstract. And the next thing that you should read is future work. Okay, this was a paper in IEEE Access or what? Because this is available for you to read. E-science problems, management of data, confidentiality, integrity, and accessibility. And here comes the conclusion. And in the later part of the conclusion, you would find the research work. The difference for model is the transparent management of non-functional requirements. So our solution is generic and can be used for different serverless solutions available in the state of the art, such as FunkX notification. So it has not given a lot of future work, but still you can get an idea what all has been done in this particular paper, and then you can decide your future work from it. Now this is related to metaverse. This is related to metaverse. So I hope this is pretty clear how to decide a domain and how to decide a topic and then how to go about that topic, the research topic. Next, I wanted to discuss with you another important way of writing the paper. Either you can use MS Word, and there is something which is known as overleaf. I'm sure many of you must be aware of that as well. So you go to a new project, and in fact, you can choose a template from here. Suppose I want to go to an IEEE template or a research paper template. Yeah, here it is. And if at any point of time when you are submitting your paper, you come to know that okay, the journal in which you are submitting takes in a different template, or or the conference in which you are submitting takes in a different template. So you just have to change the template here, the document class. That's it. You just have to change the template on your work is done. So writing it on latex is always a very good idea. And the most important advantage of using latex is citations, the references. That makes your task very, very easy. Now, this is a template. Let me take you to one of the papers that have been written. Like, suppose this is a paper which is being written by my student, and when you are guiding any student, then you ask him to share the paper on your latex. So this is one of my student who was writing the paper, and I asked him to share it with me on overleaf. So I will get to know that what exactly he is writing and what where he needs any modifications, etc. Now I'll show you how to give the references. At the last, the bibliography. So he has done it in a different way, bib item. He has written it in the form of a bib item. Otherwise, there is one more way of doing it in which you just simply say include the bibliography. And how do you get this? Okay, let me. Yep. Here it is. Bibliography style and bibliography is sample. So sample.bib will contain all my references. So suppose if I want to include a paper, let's see, suppose if I want to include this paper, automatic emotion recognition system using TinyML. So I'll simply click on cite this. And if I go to bib text, I'll get this. I'll copy it and paste it here. So whatever is there as the first, I'll copy this. This is the name of your file. And and wherever I want to refer it, I'll simply say suppose here I want to refer it. Okay, let me put it somewhere else so that I can delete it later. Psychology. The tiny ML work done. I'll simply say ref and give that file name. tiny ML work done gives a brief description of the current trends in the field, whatsoever. I have not read the paper, so of course I won't be able to tell you. And if you recompile it, double click this, so you will get to that particular point here. अभी तो वो क्वेश्चन मार्क दे रहा है sample.pip. But this is the way how the citation is done actually. There are none of references here. Oh, it has been hard coded here. Okay, I'll show you a different paper then. Site. Oh, sorry. Ref लिख दिया था मैंने, वो site होता है. Yes, site. So sorry. Kind of psychology. See, it is there here. One. This is the template form. Otherwise, if you are using a different template, then it may come in the square brackets itself. And if you find at the last, you will have that reference here. So when you are writing a research, it will incorporate some 200 pages and it will have some 300 citations. So it's very tough to actually do it on Word, because at one point of time your guide will say that okay, you have to have the references in order they are being used. So at any point of time, like suppose you have some 200 references and in the first paragraph you want to add one more reference. So what will happen? You have to shift the rest of the references by one, which makes your task very, very tough. But in this case, I have put it here. Now suppose if I want to put in the first line, like suppose I put it in the abstract. I put some reference in the abstract. Let me take it for this one. BibTeX, copy. I'll put it into bibsample.bib. And I'll copy paste this. And put it at the first instance. Like this. So if you compile, now see this has become 1 and that must have become 2 now. See, this has become 2. So LaTeX will take care of this referencing and you would have 2 papers here. So earlier Tharian was at 1 and hand was not there at all and Tharian was at 1. But now as you put something before it, that will become 1 and this will become 2. So giving the references in overleaf or LaTeX become very, very easy. So I urge all of you, those who are thinking to write a research work or thinking to do research or write a paper, always go for LaTeX or Overleaf. If you don't want to install anything, go for Overleaf. Overleaf is on internet, using internet. So in this way, you would be able to give your references at any point of time. You can add, and similarly, you can give it for the tables also, table numbers. Did you see this? Table number was here. Yep. So in table numbers also, you don't have to modify the numbers of the tables whenever you add some table before it. Automatically, the numbering would be given to table numbers and the figure numbers also. So it makes your task very, very easy. So I really request all of you to just have, and if at any point of time, if you have face any problem, give reference in latex, search for it and you will get this, see, dot hash site command. So there is so much of help available. You will not stuck into any problem. At any point of time, if you have any problem, Google it and you will get the answer for it. Okay? Is latex clear? Any doubts, any questions on this? Okay. The next thing that I will take you through. Okay, thank you, Kartika man. The next thing that I will take you through is projects. How to apply for the projects. So if you go to any DST, you have the proposal format. Sorry, I won't be able to take the session further. Not much. I'll just cover this part, the project part. So this is a complete format. Of submitting a proposal for the DST project. And you may have it in the PDF format also. Here it is. Here it is. This is a format. How do you submit a proposal? And how do you get to know that which of the projects are available to be submitted? Go to DST. So this is on geospatial. And, and this is schemes and programs. So institutional capacity building programs, if you want to get into any of these, so which are these schemes? Which scheme is more suitable for you? You can choose any one of these schemes and apply for it. And this is a phone number which is there, who will take care of your applications. And trust me, whenever you call that number, you will definitely get a reply also from that number. And you can also write a mail to the person to find out the further details on that. So you have research and development programs, cognitive science research activities, CSRI. So okay, there was a proposal which has already been completed long back in 2021. So these are some of the DST projects. And the other one which gives you a lot of projects is SERB, DST and SERB. So there are these are the different grants which are available on which you can apply for. Core research grant, which is a good grant, and generally people do get that also. Many of our colleagues have got the CRG grant, CRG, core research grant, SERB, power research grants, mathematical research impact. Now, every grant, this particular grant will have its own, you can say, eligibility criterias. So you'll have to go through that and find out which is more suitable for you, and then you can apply for that particular grant. Now, startup research grant, if you are within 35 years of age and you are uh, just starting your research work, the research scholars can definitely go for this particular grant. See, it should be Indian citizen. Acha, now it has been changed to 42. So if you are less than 42 years of age, you can definitely go for this particular grant. And there are some other eligibility criteria also. You can go through that. But this is only for PhD people. For PhD people, not for research scholars. And in this, PhD is not compulsory, but you should be holding a position, an academic research position. So if you are a research scholar, then you can definitely apply for this particular grant. Supra, profound research. And I request you all that you should go for these grants, because nowadays the government is actually giving a lot of money to flourish the research work, and the people are getting the funds, and you can also go for some fellowships also. This is for the postdoc. Now this is also a very good fellowship for women, excellence research grant by SERB. This also you can apply for. But in the cases in which I think it will support, in this case I think you should not be a working one. Young scientist medal. So if you have a young scientist medal, then you can go for this particular grant. Ramanujan Fellowship, Research Scientist Scheme, Inspire. This also gives a lot of money to a lot of research scholars. So there are a lot of opportunities which you can grab, and there, and you have lots of things on the different portals also. Actually, you go for DST and SERB, and you keep on looking for this every week. So you'll definitely get some of the other information on these two websites, which of the research fellowships are available, yeah, which of the research grants are available, and so on. And keep on applying for the different fellowships and project proposals. One or the other day, you'll definitely get one. And as I mentioned, nowadays the government is giving a lot of research grants to the people. And research projects. And you can go to this particular and this one also, MITI, that is Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, and research funds for AICTE. So what are the different research projects available? How can you apply for a particular research project? So this will give you all the details of IPE. This is another one. And MITI gives you the ongoing projects. And AICT will give you what CSIR has to offer, what DRDO has to offer, and so on. Nowadays, CSIR is also coming up with a lot of this. See, there is a request for proposal. Yeah, in such types of cases, you should have a friend in Singapore who can uh, who can be a co-PI along with you, and then only you can apply for the scholarship. Similarly, in this case, there should be someone in Spain who can help you out with this particular scholarship. And in this, it's in Europe, so there should be some one of your friends in Europe working, and then you and your friend can together apply for this particular project proposal. So if you see, the last date is 29th of Feb. So meanwhile, you can search for some person in Singapore who along with you can give this proposal. India Singapore Collaborative Industrial Research and Development Program. So it will ask you for your profile, for the person who is there in Singapore, his profile, and so on. So the complete process is here, and you can go ahead and apply for this particular project. Similarly, this is for Spain, and it will give you the different research fields also. So Internet of Things is there, digital health and medical devices is there. And when you say digital health and medical devices, and it incorporates all machine learning and IoT part. So basically, it has included everything on which generally the people are working as of now. Okay. Then this is Indo French, so you need to have a French person for it. Indo German, with Korea, with UK, and this also gives a lot of funds. UK ERE. And I hope you're already aware of Smart India Hackathon and all. That you must already be aware of, definitely. You should ask your students to participate in these Smart India hackathons. Which and One more thing, if you go to the Smart India Hackathon site, okay, it has lots of problem definitions. I hope you have seen that. It has a lot of problem definitions, so you can choose one of your problem definitions also for your research work. These problem statements, and there is a huge list of problem statements. Huge list of problem statements. You can choose one of these problems also, and then you would be able to actually make a commercially viable product for it. You can choose one of this and give a better solution. Probably these people will get a solution in the hackathon also, but it can be a start for your research also. It can be a start for your research, like it's saying use of digital technology to calculate the water footprints for different daily use items. And this has the complete problem definition. It involves AI, big data, blockchain, etc., etc. So you can also even if you're not participating in the Smart India Hackathon, but of course you can strive for a solution for this problem, and you would be able to get that. Okay, and this can be a start for your research work. It can be a start for your research work. Projects, and yes, patents. Nowadays a lot of patents, and there are patent agencies also whom you can contact and get the patents done for applications, or you can apply it yourself also. The ones which are majorly used are Australian patent and Indian patent. Indian patent needs to be done from your local court, where you have to apply for the patent, and there would be a person, the IPR office, where you can go and apply for your application. And for the Australian patent, you have to keep in touch with the Australian agent who can take care of your Australian patent. So patents are the next step of your research work. So once your research work is finalized, you know that okay, your research is definitely something new which has not been done earlier, then you can apply for a patent, because the patent team will also check that whether this has already been done or not. And if it has been done, it will not consider your work to be as new, and it will not, your patent would be rejected. So to avoid any rejections, you should very confirmed sorry, you should be very confirmed that it has not been published earlier. I'm so sorry, I won't be able to take it further. It's coming again and again now. So I hope you got some idea on to how to start a research and how to apply for the projects. Do let me know if you have any doubts or questions. And this is my email ID. I would love to be in touch with you for any questions that you may like to ask. Sorry. Anything that you would like to ask?
Participants, if you have any queries, please unmute and ask your queries.
I'm sorry, Kartika ma'am, but I'm really having a lot of cough today.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. The session was so good, literally helpful for us. If any queries, you can mail you.
Sure. Any doubts, any questions that you need to ask as of now? I'm there. We'll wait for another minute if any question is there.
So, on behalf of the management, I extend my thankful to everyone. First of all, my heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest, Dr. Pooja Jain ma'am, for being here with us today. I would also like to thank our principal and administrative officer and all the kind hearts for cooperating in making the session successful. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. As I'm sorry, I have to, I had to cut down the session because of my bad health. But definitely, I would love to get in touch with you through email. So if you have any doubts or questions, shoot a mail to me. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kartika ma'am, for giving this opportunity to have an interaction with all of you. Thank you so much.
Dear participants, there is an announcement for you. Tomorrow's session will start at 10 a.m. and all are requested to join the session at 9:50. I repeat, tomorrow's session will start at 10 a.m. All are requested to join the session at 9:50. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Participants' feedback link has been posted. You can give your valuable feedbacks.